Today's session starts with a meditation, using the meditation to get in touch with your body before doing some very simple movements that you would expect to find in one of my beginner classes. Use this to do a very quick reset of an achy body, or if you're feeling like your movement is somewhat limited after maybe a little bit of time off. I hope you enjoy. Remember, you can always leave some suggestions in the comments and I'll do my best to get onto them. Choose a comfortable sitting position, or you can lay down on your back or in any way that is comfortable for you. Just make sure that you're not going to be disturbed and that you can have some quiet, even for a couple of minutes. Sometimes at the start of my yoga practice, I like to do a little bit of guided visualization and meditation to get focused and steady, especially in times when I'm very flighty or my schedule has been really erratic and I've not had time to do the work that I like to do to connect to my body. So to begin with, we'll be working with a bit of body scanning before doing just some very gentle, very simple movements. So choose your seated or laying down position. There isn't anything to see during this part, so it'll be audio for the first half of the video. Once you've gotten yourself comfortable, close your eyes and allow your senses to expand, to become aware of the environment around you. So to the sounds that you can hear in the distance, to the sounds that you can hear closer to you, to the feeling of your body where it's touching the ground, and the feeling of air against your skin. Become aware of your breath moving in and out without trying to change it. It's your natural flow of breath and the movements that creates. Allow yourself to bring some awareness to how you are, how your body feels. Anywhere that feels like it needs a little bit more attention. Anywhere that feels like it is holding more tension than usual. On your next exhale, see if you can create some kind of release there. Maybe a physical adjustment, like drawing a shoulder down so the body can modify and adjust to its position. As you move through the body scanning, allow your attention to rest on each part, not trying to physically alter or change any of the parts, but simply bringing your awareness there. Almost as if you're putting a magnifying glass over that area to look at it more clearly from the inside. Bring your awareness to your jaw, to the sensations all around the jaw, to the tongue, inside the mouth, and the lips. The entire jaw and mouth as an area of sensation. Bring your awareness to your left eye, left eyebrow, cheekbone, and temple. The entire left eye as an area of sensation. Rotate your attention to your right eye, right eyebrow, cheekbone, temple. The entire right eye as sensation. Sense both eyes at the same time. Bring awareness to your left ear, to your right ear, to both ears at the same time. Rotate your attention to your forehead, your nose, your chin, the entire front of your head. Sense the top of your head, the scalp, the back of your head, and the top of the neck. the sides of the neck, and the throat, the entire head and neck as sensation. Sense your left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, and wrist, the left palm, and fingers, the entire left arm and hand as sensation. Bring your awareness to your right shoulder, right upper arm, right elbow, forearm, wrist, the right palm, and fingers, the entire right arm and hand as sensation. Sense both arms at the same time, vibrant and alive. Sense into the upper chest, mid-chest, lower chest, and the abdomen, the entire front of the torso. Bring awareness to the upper back, shoulder blades, mid-back, and low back, the entire back of the torso. Move your awareness down into your pelvis. Sense the left hip, the left thigh, knee, lower leg, foot, and toes. The entire left leg as sensation. Sense the right thigh, right knee, the right shin bone, ankle, and foot. The entire right leg as sensation. Sense both legs at the same time. Now sense the entire back of the body. The front of the body, the sides of the body, inside the body, and outside the body. Awareness expanding in all directions at once, but rooted in awareness. Begin to deepen your breath. Let your breath come into a more deliberate formula, inhaling for a count of 5 and exhaling for a count of 6. As you get your breath moving, feel expansion in the ribcage and abdomen, beginning to do a pulling in of the abdominal muscles on each exhalation. If you're laying on your back, bring yourself up towards a seated position. If you've been seated the entire time, change the cross in your legs. If you're not sitting cross-legged, you can sit any other way that you wish. This next part can be done sitting on a block. If you don't have one, don't worry about that. Take your hands and clasp them behind your head. Aim to open the elbows wide as the shoulder blades draw back towards each other. Inhale, pull upwards on the skull, so you feel your head pulling up away from the shoulders. Exhale, turn your chest to the left. Inhale, lift the low back up away from your pelvis. Exhale, release your right hand to the outside of the left knee and the left palm flat onto the lower back. If lower back doesn't work, go for fingertips on the floor. Inhale, stretch the ribs and chest up away from the ground. Exhale, use both arms to turn the chest left, chin stays in line with chest. For now, do this pose in a way that feels good, going as far as is interesting, without focusing on going as far as possible. It's never really necessary. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Re-interlace the fingers, take them back behind your head. Inhale, pull upwards on the skull. Shoulder blades are drawing down, but without doing that in an aggressive way. Exhale, turn your chest to the right. Inhale, lift both sides of the ribs up evenly away from pelvis. Exhale, pull belly muscles in, turning the chest a little bit further perhaps. Inhale, release the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes towards the low back and sacrum. Inhale, lift low spine up away from pelvis. Exhale, use both arms to help generate a little bit of twist towards the right. Left arm is bending and doing a pulling action. Right hand is resting on pelvis to help generate a little bit of twist. Stay here, but do an exhale through the mouth until you are empty. Slowly inhale and lift each section of your spine up away from the ground. Exhale, pull belly muscles in. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Bring the soles of your feet into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees are wide. If your hips are tighter, simply move the feet a little further away. If you're doing this still seated on top of blocks, just be aware that the difference in height when you put your hand down is going to be quite pronounced. If you have a second block, put that under your hand or come down from the block and wedge it behind your hips so you've got a little bit of extra postural support. Take the left hand outside the left hip about 1.5 feet. Inhale, bring the right arm up. Exhale, flatten your left palm as you lean to the left. Now right elbow, bend the elbow and point the elbow so it's pointing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, spin the elbow forwards and then re-straighten the arm. If your rib cage moved when you did that, see if you can bring the ribs back so they're facing forwards, but spinning the elbow forwards. So you're removing the shoulder blade. Inhale, lift right side ribs up away from pelvis. Exhale, pull belly muscles in and allow left ear to release towards left shoulder. Press the feet into one another, working active feet, toes spreading like you would spread your hands. Second stage. Exhale, reach your right arm to the right and have the hand so it is lower than your shoulder. Relax, left ear towards left shoulder and draw the shoulder blades down away from your ears. Inhale, lift low front ribs up. Exhale, lengthen right side of the neck as you feel a stretch coming into that side. Now coming up, inhale to reach with the right hand. Use the left hand on the side of your head. Then lift your head up. Moving into the second side, take the right hand outside the right hip, about 1.5 feet. Inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale, flatten the right palm and lean to the right. The same thing as before, bend the left elbow. Exhale, spin the left elbow towards the front of the mat and then re-straighten that arm. Feeling how this connects you more to the muscles between your shoulder blade and your back. Inhale, lift left ribs up away from pelvis without lifting pelvis. Exhale, anchor down through the left side of your pelvis, pulling belly muscles back and slightly upwards. Use side bend to wash your breath into the left side of your ribs, left side of abdomen, to move the tissue that is there. Second arm position. Exhale, reach your left arm to the left. Bring the hand so it is a little bit lower than your left shoulder. Inhale, lift low front ribs up. Exhale, glide shoulder blades down, releasing into the neck another layer. Find a place that you can work in the neck that gives you the best stretch for now, but without straining the neck muscles. If you're straining, breath quality has probably been impeded and your ability to release the tension there has probably been eliminated. And moving with your neck relaxed, inhale to reach with the left arm to come up. Use the right hand on the side of your head and then lift your head up so you're not straining into the neck on the way back up. Staying with this Baddha Konasana, take the fingertips behind you, very close to your pelvis, and press so you're lifting the chest upwards. Now, if this is already a hip opener for you or you're already feeling stuff in the legs and lower back, stay here. This positioning of torso in relation to how the legs are is already technically a forward bend. As your comfort level dictates, perhaps pressing the chest a little bit further forwards. Tuck the chin without dropping the head, so there's still some postural recruitment into the upper part of your back. Inhale, lift low front ribs forwards. Exhale, draw shoulder blades back and relax the neck. Breathe in a way that exaggerates the movement in the abdomen without feeling like you need to go very far. Now, some of you, if you feel like your hands aren't getting much purchase, may get a little bit more out of that by taking the hands in front of you. If you've got the hands in front of you, work a pulling action with the arms to help get a forward scooping action through the chest. Return to that inhale for 5 and exhale for 6 that we've been working. It's very useful as we get moving. Inhale, bring yourself up. Take your hands forwards. Now this part, it's very simple, but it's giving you a bit of a kinesthetic preparation for the next piece. With your left hand, without bending the arm, draw the left arm back without moving your ribs. You're not turning, but you're retracting the arm. This is going to actually retract your shoulder blade. Inhale, reach it forwards. Exhale, draw the right arm and shoulder back. Inhale, reach it forwards. Now you can do a similar action with your legs, just not while sitting. What this will do is it will create an interesting experience for your abdominals. It will get you flexing into your hips and into your back muscles and creating some postural support down your spine. When my back is at its most reactive, I find this very useful to help recalibrate some of the muscles in the lower back that are usually in spasm. Because frequently it gets me into this really curled under position. I'm hoping this will give you some relief from that. So from an all fours position, if you've got wrist stuff, simply turn the hands outwards. That can make this a little bit more comfortable. I'm going to tuck my t-shirt in just so you can see what I'm meaning in this next part. Frequently, if you're tighter in the back, this will be done rounded. I want you to see if you can do more of an action of sticking your butt out, but without completely collapsing into your lower back. So draw the abdomen away from the ground. Head is lifted looking forwards, pushing away from the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, without bending the left arm, draw the left hand off of the floor and lift the right knee without curling the tailbone down. Inhale, set the hand and knee down. Exhale, lift right hand, left knee. Inhale, set that down. Exhale, repeat. Lift right hand, left knee. I think I told you the wrong one. Inhale, set that down. Exhale, lift left hand, right knee. I swear we'll be back on track now. Inhale, set that down. Exhale, lift left hand, right knee, but look slightly forwards. Point your butt backwards. Inhale, set that down. Exhale, lift right hand, left knee. Inhale, set that down. If it's comfortable enough on your knees, tuck your toes. Uncomfortable, keep the toes uncurled. If you get knee things, don't go too far with this. Your aim is to maintain the posture in the lower back as you move. On your exhale, press your hips back towards your heels without rounding. So your aim is to maintain that position. This can be useful to do in front of a mirror. Inhale, shift forwards, pressing away from the ground. Exhale, shift the hips back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, shift the hips back. Abdomen stays firm, pelvis stays pretty much static. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, move the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, up. Shift back towards more of a seated position. Again, you can do this sitting on a block if that's comfortable for you. Now, I always take like a lotus position. I don't expect you to do it. It's kind of second nature for me, so I shall shift back to a cross-legged. Moving into shoulder shrugs, so making this part of our sort of simple movement ranges. During shrugs, tendency is the head will get involved, the head will move forwards, or the chin will retract. Aim to have the head up, a slight lift so the chin is parallel to the floor, and isolate this so your shoulder blades, my hands representing the shoulder blades, are doing the movements here rather than anywhere else. So the shoulder blades should be able to glide on the back without interfacing with your head and neck. If they're tight, it might be an indication. that that's what's happening. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, bring your shoulders straight up, straight back, squeeze them. Exhale, drag your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, spread in between the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze middle part of shoulders back. Squeeze a lot, drag shoulders down. Inhale, spread into the back, palms face up. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades and elbow tips towards each other. Pull shoulders down. Inhale, relax the arms. Second round, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath, bring your shoulders up, straight back and squeeze them. Exhale, pull shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, spread in between shoulders. Exhale, squeeze middle part of shoulders back, squeeze a lot, pull shoulders down. Inhale, spread into the back, palms face up, this last one's a wee bit different. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades and elbow tips towards each other, drag shoulders down. Inhale to relax your arms down. Go for palms facing up. See if you can get up more onto your sit bones than your tailbone, and then tuck the chin. Close your eyes. Check in with how your body feels now. We've done this work to bring your senses into your body to sense what's happening. Some simple breath work, a little bit of postural work, so getting into twisting, side bending, a little bit of core, some forward bends. Sense how this little bit that we've done together, the effect that it's had even in a short period of time. Maybe this is something you can build on. Maybe this is something that you can repeat. I certainly hope so. Bring your hands together to close practice. So even if you think it's 20 minutes, I've not done a huge amount of practice, it is still part of your practice. It is still acknowledging the time that you have taken, the investment that you've made in your time to yourself. So when you bow, acknowledge that in yourself. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow forwards. Namaste. I also hope that you end up with furry dog companions. It makes the yoga a little bit easier, if a little bit stinkier.